So, anyways, for those of you who don't already know, Wrath of Man is and I'm going to say this again, a 2021 action film that's directed by Guy Ritchie, and it stars Jason Statham as H. Are we rolling? Yes, we are. What's up, guys? It's McKinley Crain here today. I'm going to be doing my spoiler-free movie review of the movie that I just watched last Thursday, which was the most recent film from director Guy Ritchie, which was the recent 2021 action film. It can also be considered a thriller, which was Wrath of Man. Who is this mysterious character who's hired as, like, a bank security guard, like, who is supposed to, like, protect the bank's money from, like, bank robbers. And it happens a lot in the film. He has to do it a lot in the film because, there's a lot of, like, there are a lot of, like, robbers in this movie that are, like, trying to get the bank's money. Well, technically not even the bank's money. They're trying to get, the money that the bank is transporting and using that is, like, other people's money. But, anyway, and he's very good at it. And nobody really knows why at first. Like, nobody really knows, like, where he came from, why he's so good at, like, doing his job. And that is revealed later in the film. And nobody really knows what his motives are at first. And a lot of other stuff happens in this movie that I can't really get into because this is a spoiler-free review, and a lot of that stuff, involves, like, a lot of spoilers, so I can't get into a lot of that. A lot of, like, the plot stuff. But, I can tell you, like, what I thought of it and stuff like that. I love this film. This film was much better than I expected it to be. I expected it to be great, but not as great as it ended up being. This was a very fun film. I loved it. It was great. I think that this wasn't my first Guy Ritchie movie. Actually, I don't know. I think I might have seen like one or two of his movies before this one. I don't know, but I know this was one of my first Guy Ritchie movies. Like, I haven't seen a lot of his movies. This was one of my first, and it was great. And I was really impressed with, like, the whole atmosphere of this film. This film has a very fun and just unique atmosphere, and it's also a very bold atmosphere, and just it feels like whoever made this movie knew what they were doing and were confident with what they were doing, with what they were working with. And it really shows, and it's great. This is a very well made movie. It's very well edited. The acting is very strong and just great and awesome. And Jason Statham is the best in this movie. He gives the best performance out of anyone in the whole movie. Although everybody in this movie gave a great performance. His performance was just the best, and the story was awesome. Like, I loved, I loved how like, I loved how purposely complicated and confusing the story is. Um, it gives this movie like this whole mysterious atmosphere that makes this movie even more gripping. And so like when we're not supposed to know a lot of stuff at the beginning of the movie, so we can find it out like later. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, and I love like all the twists and turns in this movie. They're all great. Um, and very well like very well written. This movie has very good writing, and great. It also has great action scenes, and the twists. Not only are the twists and turns great, but they feel earned. They feel earned, and they're clever. Like this movie is clever. It's clever. It's dark, and it's awesome. It's one of my favorite films of 2021 so far. Is it my favorite film of 2021? No, but it's one of my favorite films of 2021. It's a great movie. It's very smart. It's very fun. It's very clever. It's got all of its twists are great. Everything about it is great. Is it a perfect movie? No. But is it a great movie? Yes. Nothing's wrong with it. It's a great movie. Anyway, I'm going to give this movie an 89% out of 100%, which is the equivalent of an A-. Like, subscribe, join the notification squad. I will return.